Hey gents, Coach Tim here, coming to you with your midweek check-in. Hope you guys have had a great week since you heard from Mario last week. It's NFC and AFC Championship weekend, so go Hawks. I'm obviously rooting for the Seahawks. Man, last time we were in the NFC Championship, I think we went to the Super Bowl. So hopefully that happens again. I really don't like the Rams, so sorry if you're a Rams fan. I think they stink, even though they're good. Hopefully we kind of wipe up the field with them this weekend. But enough football. Not everybody follows that. Hope you guys have had a good week. If you're brand new to VIP, welcome. If you just finished your round, congrats, and good choice in continuing in VIP. This is a lifestyle that we are taking part in, not just a 3-week program or a 6-week program. It's a sustainable lifestyle, which is one of the reasons why I've stayed in it for 7 years. It works, and it's not a killer. It's not like you're having to kill yourself to eat the good food we're eating, or to do the workouts either. I want to talk a little bit this week about some flexibility. It's pretty easy for most of us to make a goal at the beginning of the year, and if you were smart, then you also made a plan to reach that goal. But what do you do if something gets thrown at you and it changes your regular routine? You have a roadmap that you're following. You're committed to doing the workouts, and you're committed to staying on point with your nutrition, and all of a sudden you've got unexpected travel, or maybe you just didn't account for the travel that is really part of your job. What do you do when you can't follow your normal schedule? And that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit, and I want to focus primarily on your workout schedule, and what do you do and why do you do it when you can't just watch the videos and do your 5 workouts a week, or 5 workouts plus a couple mobility days, or maybe even 7 during this month when you're doing the advanced workouts. Whatever you're doing, what do you do when you can't follow your normal schedule? I'll tell you what I do, and I'll give you some reasoning there. Let's say I know that because of my week, I'm not going to be able to get in all the workouts. How do I choose which one to do? And what do I prioritize, and why? Well, the science of Faster Way is built on strength training. And so if I know I can only get in a couple workouts during the week, the first thing that I do is I prioritize the strength training over the cardio. Now, cardio is important, obviously, to your cardiovascular health. It also burns calories. But our science is based on stimulating your body to build new muscle tissue. Because when your body gets that signal that it needs to build new muscle tissue, and you're given the nutrition it needs to do that, it's going to ramp up your metabolism. So that's what we want. And so I prioritize the strength training workouts. Now, it doesn't matter whether you do full body on Wednesday. I mean, our programming is great, and the way we mix it up is great. But sometimes, because of our schedule, we can't follow the regular programming. So what I will do is, if I know ahead of time I can only do a couple of workouts that week, I will make sure that I get in a full body workout. In fact, if I can only do 2, I'll do 2 full bodies. And in the second one, we'll have more of a lower body emphasis. When I'm following full body workouts, I make sure that I'm doing some compound moves. So maybe you're on your own schedule or your own program, and you're not following the videos. Make sure that you get some of your lower body that includes compound moves, deadlifts, squats. Hey, I'll tell you, the other day, I kind of made up my own workout just because of our schedule. We were heading out for the weekend, and I wanted to make sure I got a full body in with some emphasis on the lower body. And so I did plie squats. I hadn't done those for a while, heavy play squats. And oh my gosh, I can tell I hadn't done them for a while. So I need to bring them in more often. But anyway, make sure that you're involving your core as you're doing your lower body, not just isolation exercises. So if you're only able to do in a couple workouts, make sure that you get in a couple full body workouts. Now, if you can follow the other program, we're mixing it up great. You can do upper body, make sure you get your arms in there, do that, but mix in the whole body. Now, there's been times because of my scheduling, I know I want to get upper body in there. I want to get my back. I want to get my arms. Well, I combine that with some leg moves, some lower body moves. So you can change this up. Just make sure that you prioritize strength training. Now, if you're traveling and let's say you're at a hotel and it has a fitness center, use the fitness center. Look at your schedule for the week and forget what the normal workout days. Look at your week and say, okay, these are the days. Maybe it's just one. This is the day I can get a workout in, either after work or first thing in the morning. Same thing, prioritize the full body. And let's say you go down to the gym and you're used to using, let's say you at home you have a 60-pound dumbbell or a 70-pound dumbbell, and they've only got 50s. A lot of hotels, that's their max. Well, use tempo. Go slower with a little bit less weight, and you'll find that your muscles are just as taxed. Or go more reps. Just adapt. You're still gonna push your muscles so that they tell your body you need more muscle tissue. If you're going on a work event, or you're traveling on a vacation, I would throw some bands in as well. Bring some workout bands. I'm not talking about the small plastic rubber type bands. I'm talking about the larger workout bands that you see us using in our modification workouts on the videos. Bring some of those and add them to your push-ups. Add them to a squat. Hook them in a door jam and do some back exercises, some pulls. But bring bands. You can get something done that way. Last thing, let's say you're looking at an event and you're at home, but it's like a celebration of, we just had a birthday party this last week. Or you're on a work event. You've got to take clients out for dinner. Look, I know theoretically you could say, well, I'm going to bring my own food. Well, that just doesn't work in a lot of events. And so maybe your plan at the beginning of the year was to just be super strict. Well, for instance, tonight, I've got an event. Somebody else is providing the food. I have no idea what they're bringing, and I am not going to text them. It's just not appropriate to text them and say, hey, can you give me the ingredients on the things that you're bringing for us to eat? So I'm prioritizing protein today during the day, and that's what you need to look at. You're traveling or you got an event, you need to prioritize your protein, which if you don't know what you're having for dinner, that means you make sure that you get protein in at lunch. Now, you're not going to try and eat all of your protein target for the day at lunch, but I'm going to get a good portion of it today. And if you're traveling and you're eating out, make sure that you make choices that prioritize your protein. Order something like a half roasted chicken, or chicken breast, fish, pork chop, you get the idea, steak, something that gives you a good hunk of protein to start with. And then make sure that your sides aren't just a bunch of empty calories. Pasta, get some rice, get some veggies, and then be careful on the rest of your calories that day. Breakfast is easier. Eggs, and I'd choose ham if I wanted a good protein source. Yeah, if it's low carb day, have the bacon, have the sausage, but ham is fairly lean and it's high in protein. So eggs and ham is a great breakfast source. But adapt. Don't just throw the whole program out because your schedule changes. Prioritize protein, prioritize strength training, get that total body workout in. Hey, if you had a win this week, let's celebrate that tomorrow. Let somebody know. We'd love to hear about it. Let us know. Hope you guys have a great week. Go Hawks.